We are, most of us. There's no parent in the world, no boss in the world, no friend in the world. For most people, no one is more critical, more negative, more, depressing to be around sometimes than ourselves. The talk that goes through our minds, you can't, you won't. And again, I'm saying face reality, but what did they think? What did they do? Did I do that right? Did I do this right? Well, I shouldn't do that. Our talk about, what people think of us and what we can do and what we can't do. We are more negative and harder on ourselves.
The self-talk can be bad,
right.
can't it? Yeah.
Self-talk is really bad. And people say, how do I stop it? And I say, just stop.
Good stuff.
When I start worrying and mulling over things and I get on this track and I do the same thing where I just, what if this happened? What if that happened? How did I say that? And I start rehashing and reliving this whole conversation, wondering, I honestly just, this other voice comes in and says, stop. And I can't do it. No, I want to go through that. No, stop. And I literally have to I have to play loud music. I have to turn on the TV. I have to physically do something to make myself stop. Because I don't think anyone in my life has ever been tougher on me or more unfair to me or more critical of me than I have been to myself. And that's a killer. That's a real killer.
And many people sort of have this slightly passive approach to all of this. But I love to hear you say and sort of share that you go and do something. You play the music. There's something physical sometimes about the changes that we have to make. Again, it goes
back to the happiness. We have to fight for our happiness. When I'm doing self-talk that's negative and I'm pulling myself down, I want to do it. I want to go through that whole conversation. I want to prove that I was wrong or they were wrong, and I go over it and over it and over it. I have to have another voice that comes in stronger and fights and says, don't do it. It's over. You did the best you could. Stop being so hard on yourself. It's over. Yeah. So again, it comes back to how we treat ourselves. It all comes back to how we treat ourselves.
And in the context of being the best that you can be, then, the topic of this little session here, do you think people are aware of what they need to do? Do you think people are aware of what they need to quit?
Not always. They're either not aware, but that we have to take credit for that. If we're not aware, it's because we aren't trying to be aware. Or they are aware and it's just too tough, or it's too hard, or they like to be a victim. I mean, it's amazing what people are aware of and still make choices to not fight to have it be better. Life is a fight. It's a fighting to not listen to your self-talk. It's a fight to not be around difficult people. It's a fight to be afraid of things. It's a fight. And it takes a lot of courage and gumption to want to fight for this one little life here to be amazing. But oh my goodness, it's worth the fight.